Hello out there to all of my fellow gold diggers. This is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger. Welcome to my channel where I discuss my life as a wife, mom, entrepreneur, and business owner, all while trying to crush and achieve my goals. And as of right now, y'all know I'm on like a side hustle kick. I have been trying out all kinds of different side hustles, but today I'm coming to you because I'm going to be talking with you about one of my side hustles, which is mystery shopping, where I did make over $500 in my first month of doing mystery shopping. So it is a very, very lucrative and easy um, side hustle experience for those who may be interested. Also, for those who might not even be working, it's an easy way to make money. But today is a little bit of a story time because I'm going to tell you about my mystery shopping nightmare or my worst mystery shopping experience. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm going to be looking at my notes to make sure I stay on task and don't get too carried away and drawn into the story. All right, so as I already said, I have done mystery shopping. In some of my previous videos, I tell you I don't really do a lot of fast food mystery shoppings, and that is where the nightmare began, is because I did a fast food mystery shopping. Now that's not to say I don't do restaurant mystery shoppings, because I do restaurant ones, but if I'm doing a restaurant one, I prefer to do a restaurant where I'm like, it's a sit down restaurant, like where you're going to be there for like 30 minutes so that I can easily and more casually observe stuff. Because if you think about it, for a fast food restaurant, you're usually, or you should be, in and out in like a matter of 5 to 7 minutes, so it's quick. And whenever I see these fast food shops popping up, or me getting emailed about having a fast food shop, I don't usually do them. One, because I don't feel like they pay enough for me to do it. Also, two, some of the requirements that they have, like they asking for a lot, in my opinion, for the amount that they are paying people, and considering that it's supposed to be something quick. Okay, like I'm not gonna be able to get all this information in this short period of time without me having to do, either stay longer, and then I feel like that increases my risk of being identified as a mystery shopper. So it's like y'all doing a little too much for this little bit of money that y'all gonna be paying. So I usually steered clear of the fast food mystery shops. Okay, but I got a notification, or I saw an email or some kind of notification about this particular mystery shop, and the pay was pretty decent. Um, and it was one of my kids' favorite restaurants, because it was like, I think part of the reason I did it was because they was like, why you don't get any mystery shops to so and so? Like, you need to get a mystery shop for so and so. So when I saw it come across, I was like, let me show them. I got a mystery shop for this one of their favorite fast food restaurants, and that way I can get them, something to eat in the process. Okay, so I decided to do it. Other reason I decided to do it is because it was for a drive-through. So I was like, oh, it's drive-through. I don't have to go in. I can stay in my car. So that's all I. Hey guys, this is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger, and I wanted to share with you about an app I use to save money on gas. Every time I purchase gas using the app Get Upside, I save a certain amount off for each gallon purchase. And if you use my code Q5G5Q when you make your first purchase, you'll save 15 cents off for every gallon you buy. That code, once again, is Q5G5Q. The app is called Get Upside. So you might as well save money on things that you're already purchasing. And with these COVID streets opening up, I know a lot of you are traveling more and more. So save money on that gas. Get the app, Get Upside, put in the code Q5G5Q, save 15 cents off of every gallon when you make your first purchase. All right. So let's get out there and let's save some money, guys. And it really didn't give the specifics until after I had accepted the shop. And then I was like, ugh. I was like, heavy D, like, I don't know if I'm not gonna be able to do. Like, we'll see. But I still was optimistic about it. Like, this should go really well or whatever, and try and do it. Okay. So, but here is where the nightmare began. So pretty much the criteria of it was just it was trying to see how long it was taking you in the drive-through. So you had to keep track of the times, and they wanted it like all the way down to the second, which is not unheard of. Like I have done other shops where I had to keep track of the time up until the second or whatever, but they wanted to see how long it took for you to get your order before you paid. I mean, how long it took before you placed your order to when you paid to ultimately when you picked up your food, which that was cool. That was cool and everything. I was fine with that. But the second part of it was you had to take pictures of like the drive-through menu board, and they were asking you some questions about the menu board, but they didn't want you to take it while you were in line in the drive-through. So it's like, okay, let me see how I can take it outside of that. Now, keep in mind, like I said, I don't really go to a whole lot of fast food places and stuff like that. So, like, even this particular one, even though it's my kid's favorite, we haven't really been going there or anything like that. So, I'm I hadn't been through a drive-through in so long or whatever. And keep in mind, this is in the middle of the pandemic. So a lot of the dining places, the dining room is usually closed, and the only way you can get the food is through the drive-through, okay? So they pretty much have it configured where you are driving through, like drive-through is the main flow of traffic, and if you're not in drive-through, you're in the way or whatever. And they have it designed where you're not going to be in the way or whatever. So you can't just leisurely park in the parking lot or leisurely be some looky-loo that's looking at the drive-through because of how they have it configured, because their dining room is closed because of the pandemic. So that was the first challenge, like trying to get a picture of the menu board when they don't want you taking any pictures when you're in the drive-through and trying to find a parking spot or, and still see the drive-through. The other thing is this particular establishment, they have a double drive-through, okay? So you got to make sure you're positioned in the correct spot or whatever. But anyway, that wasn't the biggest part of the nightmare. The biggest part of the nightmare for me personally, was they wanted you to observe a second car in the drive-through, or just another car that went through the drive-through, and keep track of their times. Like you had to keep track of when they placed their order, when they paid, and when they picked up their order. This is where it got hectic, y'all. Because also in this drive-through, they do have like an order thing, but the people can walk up and take your order too. So now I'm trying to look and see, did they walk up to this car and take their order? And then when they walked up to the car, I got to make sure I'm keeping track of the time. They also want like a picture of the vehicle and all this kind of stuff in the daggone drive through. So I'm trying to keep track of all of this and when they paid. And y'all keep in mind the drive through window is usually on the other side of the building. Okay, so I gotta keep track of when they're picking up the food, right? And the way they have the drive-through configured, I can't easily get to the other side of the building because I'm not in the drive-through line. So I'm having to like cross the street and try and get in a position to see the car that I'm following, that I'm supposed to be discreetly following without looking obvious like a stalker or whatever, and get a picture, of the car and all this kind of stuff. Y'all, needless to say, I did this about 2 to 3 times. After the third time, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do like every time, because I had to cross the street to get to the other side because they had it blocked off, so you couldn't easily go like around the drive-through. You would have to like literally go through another parking lot and get across the street or whatever to see the actual pickup window or whatever. So every time I would try and get across the street, like my car would be gone. So I couldn't even see, keep track of the time. So, like I said, by the third time, I'm like, I'm just gonna be like, I couldn't get it. Like they were going by this or whatever. So it was a nightmare, y'all. I can't tell you. I was stressed out. And I'm like, this is supposed to be a simple, easy shop or whatever, but I'm stressed out. And you know what I do when I'm stressed out? I eat. I stress eat. Okay. So I eat. So I'm like, let me eat my food. I eat my food, y'all. Tell me why when I'm halfway through eating my food, I realize, dang, I was supposed to take a picture of the food. So here I am taking this picture of half eaten food because I'm stressed out because I'm chasing down cars in the drive through trying to keep track of it. Y'all, never again. Never again. And that is why I will not probably do a fast food shop again, even if it says drive through, even if it says that it's easy. I'm probably not going to do it. And I did see um more jobs regarding this afterwards, and I noticed on the instructions they were like, you don't have to observe a second car. And I think it's because people were running into issues like me. It's because we couldn't keep track of these cars. Like, it's no way for us to see when they placed their order, when they picked up their food, when the drive-through window for the pickup is on the other side of the building. And most of these drive-through places are configured for you not to be in the way if you're not in the drive-through. It was too much, y'all. It was too much. So that was my mystery shopping nightmare. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all have done some mystery shopping that has just went awry. What has been your mystery shopping nightmare? I know for one thing, I'm staying away from these daggone fast food shops unless they paying me buku money or something like that. I'm not. It's not worth that little sandwich. It's not worth the sandwich. Okay, it wasn't worth it. All right, but learn from my mistakes, y'all. Please do better. That's all I have for now. This is your girl, Rita, also known as the Gold Digger. Take care, everyone.